We'll call the meeting to order. And I don't believe we're going to get any of the other ECB members. I didn't hear from Justin, but I know Mark and Jim can't make it. So,
Okay.
so I think we're set. And let's see, approval of the minutes. Just need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Thank you. And a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you much. I will skip the development office for right now. Mike comes on later. We can circle back to that if there's time. We do have a referral from the town board on the agenda tonight, so we'll get to that at the end of the referrals. And no referrals from the ordinance committee, and they're currently talking about form-based code.
Okay.
They're still hammering through that. I think that will be for a while. So let's see. And Tony, which application were you here for?
I think they're number 8.
Tony, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you just fine. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
perfect. Yes, thank you. You're here for the Coons project?
Yes, for Peter and Molly Coons. That's
Mhm.
correct.
Okay. If you would like to give an introduction while I'm bringing up the files, that would be great.
Sure, that's much appreciated. Thank you for going to our item first. So yeah, my name is Tony Quintera. I'm the senior project manager with Mahar Engineering. We're responsible for developing the site plans for the project before you tonight at 3711 County Road 16. Specifically, the project, it's zoned RLD and with limited landscaping on the property currently, mostly towards the northern end of the property. Around the southern end of the property, there's like a natural beach area, and there's a concrete break wall as well that's present on the site. The purpose of the project is to see an addition from this existing single-family home extending towards the lake and contained entirely to within or being within the existing building line, namely working around where the existing deck extents go. So with the extension further onto the property, we're being mindful of the bulk regulations for the site. We're not looking to require any sort of variance for what's being proposed for the zoning law determination from the Town of Canandaigua Development Office. Worth noting is that the site itself is adjacent to Canandaigua Lake and within the floodplain, and as such, we have requested a jurisdictional determination from DEC, where currently we're in the midst of that 90-day timeline, or the start of that, as far as getting the response there. I believe for this project, we already received a SHPO no effect finding, which was uploaded to Cloud Permit. And ultimately, with respect to the shoreline development guidelines, which a lot of these RLD projects would be concerned with, worth stressing is that really the existing property has very limited landscaping, considering the distance between the existing structure and that break wall. Existing landscaping on the north side of the site, we're all looking to maintain with no removal of vegetation. There's just, again, that expansion, especially on the second story for a new bedroom coming towards the lake. And by maintaining the existing ridge for the roof structure coming towards the lake, we're not looking to really change the appearance looking into the property from the lake too greatly. So all that said, there's minimal site change. There's no like really extensive grading. for the revised access coming down to the lake yard. Just really like revised framed stairs as needed.
Very nice. Did anyone have any comments, questions, suggestions?
So there's actually going to be a decrease in the current nonconformity. Did I read that right?
With respect to coverage, like the coverages and the coverage values, yes, our exhibits for existing conditions versus proposed conditions show that and or document that. Yep.
Okay.
Always very nice.
Yeah.
Kim, can you open up the site plan?
Uh,
Do you have the ability to get at it?
do you see it? I'm
No.
sharing.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
I'm
All right.
just seeing a list.
let me reshare.
Mhm.
Oh, I see. Let's try this one. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
now I
Okay,
can see.
perfect.
Okay.
And there's a really good picture of the house from the lake toward the house. That's helpful to picture, you know, the setting of the house. There's a series of pictures, but then there's like, there it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you through that picture you can also make out the sort of unique cantilevering aspect to this footprint where it's essentially stacked coming out towards the lake somewhat.
Mhm.
Yeah, just the nature of the existing structure. The architect is Chuck Smith with Design Works Architecture as well. I forgot to note that before.
There really is limited lawn area, isn't there?
Yeah.
Next to none, yeah.
And again, that beach area to the south as well is essentially a natural type of access coming in and out from the lake for,
Okay.
say, sea creatures, or well, not sea creatures, but animals coming out of the lake and
Ducks
so
and
just
geese,
like-
probably.
yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Now, one of the things that is a pretty common request for things happening down on the lake shore is we ask for like vegetation to screen the view, and I'm not really sure you have a lot of room, but if there is any way to put in a small tree or a bush or a couple of them, that wouldn't impact the view from the house very much. It might soften the view. I don't really know if you have the room or not. It doesn't
Mhm.
look like there's much from everything, so.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
majority of the site is really made up of the footprint and the access that's on the north side is shown on the right side of the picture. You can
Yeah.
kind of make out the stairs beyond that come down from the limited driveway area adjacent to the road. But that large 30-inch oak, if I'm not mistaken, that's prominent.
We
Mhm.
do love our trees.
Yeah.
Sure, they're
Yes.
and is just on their property too. It's close to the property line.
So
Yeah,
I just thought I would offer that because that is
yeah.
something that we suggest. The planning board usually suggests some sort of stuff, and it might just be too tight for this one, but it is always something to think about.
A big trellis with a nice vine, a clematis or something
Mm,
would
yeah.
work too. That
I'm
doesn't take
referring
up
to the
much
south
space.
side of the, like, on the south side.
Oh, in front of, yeah, just
On the lake
anywhere
side.
along on the lakeside, right? Mhm.
Okay.
One of the ideas that the planning board as well as our board is there's the scenic view shed overlay, and the idea is to try and soften some of the views from the lake with natural vegetation. So if there's a way to do that, I know it is very tight there. So
Mhm. I mean, we would like to put in some more greenery, if you will, and cut down on the size of the beach. And maybe that would give us some more room to plant some things.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yes, as I was saying, it really doesn't take much for a vine or something. You know, you could actually put a big pot on the deck there and grow a vine along your, you know, it wouldn't harm your views or anything, but it would soften the view from the lake of your house there.
Right.
Just a couple ideas, that's all.
Thank you.
Now, Tony, do the roof drains go to splash blocks or what
Yeah,
have you?
so ultimately, if there isn't notation on the plans currently regarding those roof drains to downspouts, we can add it to the plans, but the intent would be to drain it, like have some sort of extension heading as close to the lake as really feasible, to really eliminate the potential for the runoff to make its way to neighboring properties. The southern neighbor shown on the left side of the image there is pretty close to the Coons'
Yeah.
property, and you can kind of see how they already sit a bit higher with their yard region.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of make out there's a bit of like a lean-in built up natural stone retaining wall that is
Yes.
right along the north side of their property line and technically falls within the Coons' property as well.
Okay.
Mm.
One of the things we also like to suggest to the residents on the lake is try to mitigate their stormwater somehow. It may be a challenge with the limited space you have, but if there was any way to like slow it down or filter it before it goes to the lake, um with more space, a lot of times we're suggesting things like French drains or dry wells and the nature, that sort of nature. It helps with the drainage on that property. You might be getting a little extra from your next door neighbor, so
Mhm.
but if there's something like that, we're always pro for residents doing that sort of stuff.
Understood. Yeah, and I think with what Molly brought up earlier about really expanding and like massaging that southeast corner of the site
Mhm.
over time to lessen the like natural beach stone, and maybe introduce some more greenery, that would help because realistically
Okay.
to have a dry well or something like that
Yeah.
within the lake yard, it would basically be submerged and it really wouldn't function at that point. And
Yeah.
where there are higher regions in this lot, they're primarily for access and are made up of like concrete sidewalk on the west side of the structure and or the actual driveway itself that's right beyond those stairs. So
Well,
it's yeah.
maybe the expanding the greenery, anything that can try and help that sort of situation, because it's a cumulative across, all the different residents. So we are trying to encourage people to think about that sort of stuff. Anyone else? Or did you have any questions for us?
So when you were saying to soften the look from the lake, I might not be using the right words. If you look at the house to the left and they've put those bushes, is that something that you like to see? Something like that?
Usually what we're talking about is kind of like, but theirs is kind of like in a row to the side.
Yeah.
Um, your bushes like between your house and the lake, because then people will see more greenery from the lake,
Mhm.
and the idea is to try and keep the views as appealing as possible for everyone. So
I see.
so so what Edith was saying about maybe even some trellis with some vinery on it or something like that, that might help soften the view and give you a little private area too if you want. So um something to think about.
Right.
That's understood. Yep.
But that's overall what it means, is trying to keep that natural view as much as possible with houses so close like this. It is a challenge, but
Mhm,
wherever, and we do love that big tree.
Mhm.
The big mature
Mhm.
trees do actually add a lot for both the lake and just the views.
We had to take down a bunch of trees, the trees, forgive me, that had problems in the last couple of years, or all of us did. The,
Mhm.
you know what I'm talking about? I can't think of the name of the trees.
Ash.
Yeah.
Ash,
Ash trees.
Yeah.
ash
So every
trees,
single
yes.
one of us on this little cove had to take down a
Yes.
bunch of trees.
Oh, you're not alone. We
Mhm.
No,
all had ash die.
it's been,
Yeah.
yeah, it's universal.
Mhm.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yes.
But we're
Everyone's-
lucky to have that big tree there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's really
Everything.
great. Mhm.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So very nice. Anyone else?
No?
Very nice. So what we do is we will put together our comments and we pass them along to the planning board, and they kind of take them under advisement, and they may or may not ask for some of the similar things as we suggested. It's up to them.
Okay.
They have a tendency to think about stormwater mitigation and the view from the lake. So they may or may not say similar things. So,
Okay.
well, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Yes. Thank you all.
Yes,
Thanks,
Thank
Tony.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, especially for moving us right to the front. That was much appreciated.
Oh,
Mhm.
we try and be nice to our guests.
And I had some technical problems. My husband isn't here, so that was all on my own getting on here. So
Oh,
Well,
we
you did
understand.
great.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good night.
Good
Yes,
night.
thank you.
Take care. Thank you.
Let's close those. Oh, it's stop share. Oh, they've changed some of the format of this, and I'm struggling a little with the shares tonight. So if for some reason you don't see anything, just
Okay.
give me a holler. So we'll go back up to the top. I think that's a hard property to do anything with.
Oh
Yeah.
my,
Yeah.
yes.
They
Not
had
much
some
space.
really nice drone shots too in the file,
Okay.
and that was very helpful when I was scoping those out.
Oh, miss those.
All right, Pat.
All right. Well,
we're-
let's see. Can we see our site plan so I can kind of
Yep,
talk
let me
about
see
it?
which one I'm in. Subdivision. Let's see.
Brickyard Road. Uh,
Do you want the subdivision one or
guess
the
so because it's based off of that.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, let's see.
Probably the one that's yeah.
Okay.
So what do we have here? I gotta read what we're asking for.
So it's all one great big parcel,
It's
and they're
one big
looking to.
parcel. Yeah, let's see, what is Anthony doing here? Lot 1 is proposed at 22 acres. So that's, okay, lot 1 is the big piece, and then they're asking for lots 2 and lots 3 to be an acre.
Which are down in the
Yeah, down in
corner.
that southeast corner. And I think that we have one of the widths versus length.
I believe
7
you,
of them. How many lots do we have in this? Is it a 3 lot?
Three lots.
Yeah,
I believe
Yeah.
you also have a problem with the size. Cause it's
Yeah.
1 acre instead of, I think, is it supposed to be 2? I'd have to go look at the variance,
yeah, it's
but
gotta be, let's see, we're asking for a frontage variance of 50 feet. When 150, let's see, what's code? Anthony was saying that they wanted to go with 1 acre because that kind of falls in line with similar lots on that side of the road. They just wanted to achieve 2 building lots, and then the rest, the larger lot.
let's see. I'll go to the variance and then that will have the,
I think it might be width versus length
For the
for
big
the
lot.
left, for the big lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
it just kind of works out that way after taking the 2 smaller lots out of there.
so yeah, you have the frontage and then you have 1
Yeah,
acre when 2 is required.
yeah,
I personally don't have a problem with it being 1 acre. I think that makes the lots more affordable for people.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And you
That's
have,
much needed for sure.
there's town sewer and water out there, right? There's
I believe
Not-
so. What do we, can I see the map again,
not
Kim?
gonna
Oh,
be any
Sure.
leach
I
field.
think there's sewer because they're across the street are all those center point
Yeah,
Right.
units
Yeah.
that are, those leased units. So I do believe, well, the blue line is water. I believe it's water and sewer out there.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We could probably zoom in a little.
sure.
Mhm. And so they're not really looking for
I think the only thing
absorption
they're asking
fields or
for is to make
anything.
those
Yeah, that's
lots
fine.
smaller.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, that's in character there.
Yeah,
I thought it was a good place for
Mm-hmm.
housing, because I mean, you got the center point right across the street and
yeah, and then on the opposite corner of Brickyard and Thomas, they're building. There was a subdivision going there, like 6 houses or something that are under construction right now. So that's all kind of happening in that little neighborhood there.
and I noticed these parcels, they stayed away from the NRI that's
Yeah, he did.
on the
Yeah,
property, so
yeah.
I don't see it as
I
an
don't
issue.
have a problem with it.
Yeah. No, and as Pat said, it's consistent with, yeah, if you look at Encore, these lots are actually a little bigger.
A little
than
bit
some of the
bigger, yeah,
ones
than what's
that are
north
lined up.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Keeping development
But
concentrated.
if we could pull up the Encore picture,
Yep.
see what's in the neighborhood, that's a good idea.
Well, that is actually, Eric Cooper had mentioned it at one of the meetings. He was talking with Tim Stryker, and one of the ways possibly to preserve more farmland is to have some smaller lot sizes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
And I don't disagree with that. I'm like, I don't necessarily want like a housing development, going in next to me, but carving a corner here or there. I
yeah.
mean,
Better than taking up the whole thing, yeah.
And when
correct.
you go to the corner of Thomas and Brickyard a little further down, those lots are being built upon.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
few, what are there, 6 of them
Yeah.
there? There's a couple houses going up right now there.
Right.
So they're even a little bit bigger lots than the ones up Thomas a little bit, or that acre is just a little bit bigger than some of those existing ones.
Mhm.
Acre's quite a bit of land.
Yeah, no, it's,
Yeah.
No, I have no problem with it at all.
yeah. I think there's a lot of housing in there. I think it's kind of in the character of
Yeah.
the neighborhood,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, good plan.
Yeah.
You
yep.
you need to
Well,
look
he'll
at the
be pleased
codes.
to hear that.
You probably thought we were gonna like give it a thumbs
He
down.
goes, I really can't make it today. I'm sorry. So it's okay. We'll get you next time.
We do appreciate when
I know
he's
it's
here.
very helpful when the designer shows up.
They
You
do.
know,
Well,
I think going forward, if I know some of them, even though they get the cloud notes and everything, it might not even hurt to be asked if they could show up. You know, would that be okay if I could say like to Bill Grove, I'm on ECB and it would be really helpful if you could sit in
Mhm.
on the meeting. I mean, I think that would be harmless to ask them, right?
Okay.
Oh, that's fine.
Because it'd be helpful to
Absolutely.
us.
Yeah, it would.
Anyway,
It does help, and we have a different conversation.
yeah.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you.
I think
Yeah.
keeping some things more affordable, and you're preserving the rest of that large lot too. So
Yeah.
So
I-
was Eric Cooper suggesting that they look at the codes for, well, this zoning district, for an example, and reducing the lot size requirement? I think would make sense.
he was mentioning it for something for the egg committee maybe
Oh,
to
okay.
consider, because everybody wants to build houses.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't buy any houses, so everybody's like building them.
Sure.
Yeah.
And having some smaller lot sizes may facilitate
Mhm.
preserving, so
Yep.
they could sell off, a little bit of acreage like
Mhm.
these are 1 acre instead of being 2. So
Mm.
that might be a way to be pro housing yet try and preserve some of the farmland.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, yes.
just an idea to think about. I mean, technically somebody could come in and then like carve it up into like a bunch of like a
Mhm.
housing development, but um like in situations like this, you might be able to get by with a smaller amount. So anyways, yeah. So something to think about.
Yeah.
Especially in these areas where there's a lot of housing here.
Yeah.
Yeah. In
Good to
that
keep
area,
it
yeah.
clustered. Yeah. Hmm. Yep.
Well, that was one of our designated suggestions to concentrate development up that way anyway, right?
Right.
The
Mhm.
uptown area.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, if it can preserve, forest or farmland or something someplace else, I'm all for like concentrating, housing
Right.
where it makes sense.
Right. Especially where the services, where water and sewer are available already. That
Yep.
makes a great difference.
Absolutely. All right. Anything else for this one?
Not for me. Trying to get my little lamp to stay on.
I have to turn them on, otherwise it looks like I'm sitting in the dark.
Mine does too. But it's giving me the business here.
All righty, I shall
Yeah.
move on. I think I'm gonna turn off the this one because it's in my way. I'm just gonna maybe I can't pin to bottom. Ugh. I can't get a I all right. I'm just gonna leave it there. It's in my way too much. All right. It was kind of like the mobile road. The housing made sense over there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
some places it just does. So this is another Anthony one. We have
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
variance for a barn.
Yes, the client wants to put a barn. He wants to eventually put a house. He's got, I think, like 12 acres. But he would like to do a barn
There's a
first.
lot of steep slopes on that one.
I haven't physically been out there, so
Just looking at it,
I did see your note, Kim.
because
Yeah.
Anthony has them all color coded here,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mhm.
and I'm curious. I think it's down in this corner. If I understood this
Yeah, it
plan.
is. It is, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can see though, the way the contours are tight, right
Yeah.
above where Anthony shows the proposed barn.
Mm-hmm.
So that, I guess that would indicate your steepness, right? When you go
Yeah.
from this to the
Mhm.
actual site plan itself.
So he's got the colors. Oh wow, gotta blow it up a bunch.
Uh-huh.
The colors. So the muddy color is 40%. Orange is 25, and then they go down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're in the, what, the southeast corner of this generally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are they planning on putting the house in that same
I
corner?
don't know where the house will go someday. I have no idea, but right now he needs a storage barn. So that is his request, the client.
I would suggest they think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So make sure they're not trying to put it, in one of these places that like this, especially like this muddy color, because
I
that
would
was the
think he put it
thinking.
where it's flatter, you
Yeah.
know, but I
I
don't,
would
you
hope
know,
so.
I don't know that to be
Mhm.
true, but
Mhm. Where is the road access for the barn
can
planned?
we see the site plan?
Yep.
There we go.
Right there.
Okay. Okay. I
So
see.
that's right in the corner, kind of,
Yeah, I
so
see.
that's just County Road 16 and putting in a
Mhm.
driveway.
Mhm.
Now they originally, I know Anthony had put in a site plan, and then they said, well, you don't need a site plan.
That's right. Yeah, yeah,
But there's like steep slopes, and
yeah. He
Yeah.
did what he thought he was supposed to do.
I think
That's good.
I personally think he was right.
Yeah, I do too. Especially for this site because there are some really steep slopes there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
'cause-
you probably want to like have some sort of so the roof drains just aren't, because there's like that 40% just
Just right there. Yeah.
above
yeah.
it.
Mhm.
So and that's
Yeah.
like a stormwater mitigation, and that's planning board.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would have thought this one should have been simple. Planning board just goes, oh, well, do something with that runoff, sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
that's I'm really curious, and I would have I can't speak. Sorry. It's been a long day. I'd really love for it to go to the planning board and just have them make that a condition that um, it goes to a French drain or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the engineer thinks would be
Mhm.
a good mitigation for the
Yeah.
stormwater.
Just a cautionary thing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um,
If it's
so
going to be totally for storage, is there a proposed date for the house to go in?
I think it's a future thing, Edith. I don't think it's
See.
anytime soon.
I see. Well, I was just curious.
Like,
There's
I
a
don't know if it's a
barn.
year or two. Anthony may know. I myself
Yeah.
do not know, but
Uh-huh.
he could probably get that answer for you.
Yeah, well, I was just curious. My neighbor to the south put up a barn.
Yeah, that you have a
And
barn next to you. Yeah.
Yes, and they are spending the weekends there sometimes, and I don't see any semblance of a septic system. I've been wondering if there's a composting toilet in it or something. But of course, I can't, you know, I don't know. But I just
Yeah.
wondered,
Hmm.
I don't see much progress toward a house on this one either. So
Hmm.
it seems to be
So you're concerned there would
sort
be
of little
habitation?
like a barn dominium. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
well,
yeah, well, I just, I assume that's not going to be the case with this one, but I just wondered if there was a proposed date for the house to come in. I would be feeling a little better if there was a house going up on this, close to this one.
don't know how to
Just,
answer that.
yeah, well, no problem. It's not,
But, I
it's not
guess
your
if
purview.
someone could ask, I guess someone could ask that of the client, the property
Yeah,
owner,
well,
whatever
just,
channel asks that question.
yeah, that's no problem for me. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not, it's just that I have been curious about uh, what the residency requirements are for a barn that is being used as a house, occasionally.
You can't have
Yeah.
plumbing, right?
You're not
In the-
supposed to.
Not
I mean, if it's a
supposed to.
storage barn, it's supposed to be a storage barn.
Yeah,
Exactly.
well,
Yeah.
we'll assume that it will be just totally a storage barn.
Because some people have just made a request and put up an ag barn, and then they go
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yep.
But like we're seeing it, and we didn't know we'd see this particular one, so.
Mhm. Well, I don't, if the stormwater runoff is from uphill is taken care of nicely, I don't see any problem with it.
And the roof drains and stuff like that. and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely suggest not removing any more trees than they absolutely have to, because they do have some steep areas there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's helping hold those areas and control the erosion.
Yep.
Some people like to put some pretty bright lights on barns. So I this is one that I would really say they should have some sort of dark sky or maybe a
Mhm.
motion sensitive light on
Mhm.
it. I know there's somebody had just put up this really humongous barn on Brace Road, and you drive by there and those
Oh,
lights are
yeah, that
really
one. That's
bright.
in East Bloomfield. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're got some really bright lights on it, and
I
I
haven't
would
seen it in the evening.
yeah, I would hate to see that sort of lighting on here where it didn't have like a motion sensor or something. So it could
Mhm.
be dark when they need it, they don't need the lights on.
Right. Good
I would
suggestion.
suggest I would
Yes,
suggest
good
that.
suggestion, yeah.
So
Besides that, a motion sensitive light is much more effective than one that's on all the time. If you're
Mhm.
scaring off intruders of any sort, four-legged or two-legged.
Yeah.
Yep. So I would suggest that the property owner also think about where they want to put the house. So if
Mhm.
they're putting it in the same corner, cool, but I would definitely encourage them to think about it before they stick a shovel in the ground.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
But all right. And I think in the future, I think things like this really should go to the planning board when they've got some slopes and things like this. I understand
Mhm.
it's just basically a garage, but or I think that's what they were calling it. But um yeah, I would feel more comfortable with them dealing with any sort of runoff sort of conditions,
Right.
so. Anyone else?
Nope.
Alrighty. So those tabs, probably gonna complain at me again. Oh, it didn't that time. Gee. I don't like it when they change things and then I like have to figure out how to run things again. All right, Marks Engineering. They have, I don't think Mike's on with us yet. Nope. So Marks Engineering, they've got somebody that's doing a tear down rebuild,
Yep.
RLD, and they're asking for multiple variants. So let's bring up the site plan.
So this one is next to German Brothers Marina.
I drove by there this afternoon. Gary, did you?
Did the
Did you-
house
I
come
did.
down yet? Is it down? Did the house come down yet, Kim?
I'm not exactly sure.
You're not sure if it has
I'm not familiar with the
with the
area.
area? Yeah.
But I did see that there was a lot of really big trees behind this place and
Mm-hmm.
kind of going up along the side, and they're planning on removing a bunch of them, so that will impact the view shed.
Yeah.
Certainly would.
So let's see, this is the site plan.
There is a landscape plan, I know.
Is there? I guess I missed
Yeah, but
that.
it's yeah, there is one.
Was it in a
But
different?
it's black and white, so
Oh, yeah. I saw it.
yeah,
I saw
that, I
it.
guess that must be it. They got the chart up there at the top of what types of things they're gonna put in.
Now, they're basically, this is their tree line. It looks like the existing tree line.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't clear from this how much they're actually removing. I don't
'Cause
think I
There
saw
should be like on the site plan, there should be like the disturbance
disturbance?
drawing. There should be a disturbance amount on somewhere.
a lot of people put in kind of like a line.
Yeah, I know we do.
Yeah,
And
You
then we
do, I
say what it's gonna be within that.
I
I'm sure
think
some others do also, but this one might be, I think this one's the landscaping plan,
yeah,
isn't it? Yeah.
it is. It is. But I didn't see a limits of disturbance on the other ones.
Maybe
so
on this one, let's see. This one's
maybe
got a
I
lot of
just
stuff on it.
missed it. It was very busy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Because
So-
sometimes on the cover sheet, we will have a chart saying coverage and disturbance and all that. He may have that sort of thing on his cover sheet. I just really didn't notice. That's the existing conditions.
Yep. And so one of my suggestions would be for them to actually put on their site plan the limits of disturbance, so we know how much they're actually supposed to be clearing or not clearing.
Kim, what do they have on the very first page? Just curious.
Yep.
No, he just says what each sheet is. Okay.
Yes.
Site plan. Yeah, it should be on the site plan, really.
It might be written out,
It might be there somewhere. yeah.
but I'd actually like to see it like drawn on the plan.
Yeah.
Because then it makes it easier when they want to like, say, well, you guys are like going too far, you're clearing too much or whatever.
What is the, you see that purple line there, that magenta line, that's sort of a heavy magenta line? I'm just wondering what's
Yeah.
that noted
They-
What
to
is
be?
that?
Mark's
Oh,
has been using,
infiltration trench.
Yeah.
Okay.
they've been
Oh,
using
okay.
that a lot for like their dry wells and
Yeah.
different things like that. So what is an infiltration trench? Is it just kind of like a French drain sort of
Just
thing?
infiltration, I think it's just to like siphon through,
It's more or less a
like a
swale
drain.
that is, usually it's grassed and it is,
There should be
Yeah,
there
yeah.
should be a detail of it too, I
yeah,
would think.
there ought to be.
Well, there's his coverages. See where it says existing coverage? That might have
Yeah.
disturbance
Okay,
somewhere.
posed. Hmm.
Or the disturbance should be on the seeker form too.
Yeah. Well,
That's, we have to put it on that.
I'm going to suggest they put it actually on the plan. Draw it on the
Yeah.
plan. Just show it, and then everybody understands where the
Go
coverage
a
is.
little bit more over to the right,
Right.
Kim. Because there's existing lot area proposed. Maybe it's there. I don't see the word disturbance anyway.
No.
I was looking for the actual word.
So that was one of my suggestions with this one.
It's a big house they're putting in.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah, they are, yeah.
three or four times larger than the existing house.
It appears to be.
And
Yes.
clearly
Good
it's gonna
size
be
house, yeah.
pushed back into the steeper slope area, and there's gonna be disturbance in the steep slopes. Just, I mean, it's pretty significant change.
They actually had, is this the one? Let me make this smaller. Sorry.
That's all right.
Is this the one? Yeah, I think it is. Let me go to the variance. Maybe that's where I looked at. One of my kitty buddies just came up with me. uh, which one was I looking at? There's some of the details, but let me see. There was one with slopes I was looking at just earlier. Maybe that's it. Ah, yes, this is the one. They actually mark their steep slope areas.
Oh, okay.
So the blue is the 40% plus.
Oh, okay.
And I'm questioning, because that's the existing conditions. And then let's see. I grabbed the site plan. Here it is. They're actually building the house over a 40% area. And when I went and looked at the steep slope code, one of the parts for this was it extremely steep, I think is what the 40% plus is.
Yeah.
It said
Yes.
replacement of existing structures, stairs, or tramways, all to be within the same footprint that are currently on the property. And so wouldn't that trigger when with this 40% that they're like putting the house over?
One would think.
Yeah, it's kind of odd that it's just that random swath, you know.
It is,
Like it's a hill or a dip or something that's steep on the property.
but I think it triggers that particular code. I sent an email to Kristen and Mike earlier
Yeah,
and asked the question because it's like, if it triggers that, then they can't build that
yeah,
Well, it
without a
would take
variance.
yeah, it would
Variance,
take
yeah.
a tremendous amount of earthwork, no matter whether it is
Mm.
40% down or 40% up. In order to make a house,
Yeah.
that's going to take a great deal of grading. And
it looks like the disturbance area is about half of the lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
Just kind of eyeballing it, you know?
yep.
And I believe there's requirements under the steep slope protection with disturbance as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's
So
just
then we
building
need to, then with this, so then we, as our group is questioning the building within the steep slope area and what
Yep.
is or is not permissible, correct?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the one,
explore that a bit further.
so they had different rules in the steep slope protection for the different percentages of your slope. And the 40% was you could only build on the existing footprints.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
so I'm like, wouldn't that trigger when they like are trying to go over the top of that one that's right in the middle of the new house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's, it's going to really disturb a lot of
Yeah.
soil. And if you notice, it doesn't actually, that's going to destabilize the stuff that's adjacent to it too. That's all. You can't
So-
move that much dirt without.
Yeah, right over here is the marina,
Yes.
German Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's all
Yeah.
hard surface over there.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
they
the other house is fairly close to them. I mean, when you look at the Encore image,
I can do that.
the neighbor's house is
Yeah.
not
do
that far off the property line, not really.
Uh-huh.
Their first variance I didn't actually understand because it was for their distance that they're already at. It was the front setback. I'm like,
So
they're-
when you have a house and a setback, that's considered a grandfather, right?
correct.
Until you make a project and you're disturbing everything, you're starting like with a clean slate and you have to go according to code setbacks and things or ask for variances and the like, right?
I
Like
thought
right now the house is like 30, I think it's like 38 feet from, I thought that was a setback.
like a 28,
Let's see, 20, let's see, he's saying
29.8.
29.8 is proposed and 55 is code from the road, right? Yeah,
But it's like that right now.
yeah. So it's not even, I mean, it's closer than,
Yeah.
it's not
It is.
55 now, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like, I don't care about that first variance because that's the distance it's already to the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah, it's not that much different.
No. And
And they're asking for being closer to the property line, I think on the south,
yeah, I
but they're
think
keeping the setback.
5 feet they
They're
want
keeping
over
it
here.
at 10, I think, in the north, I think.
I think that's a self-made hardship.
Well,
They-
yeah.
They-
Oh, yeah.
They
Yeah.
can make a smaller house. That's their choice.
Yeah, well,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not in favor
Yeah,
of
I think
that
there are a lot of
variance.
questions on that one.
I think the steep slope is a big one for us to
I do
understand
too.
what is really they can, because they may need to ask for that,
Correct.
as an additional variance.
Mhm.
And then I
Well-
did send that out this afternoon when I was reviewing this, and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
Well, if they're removing a bunch of trees and all of, and doing all this earthwork, it's going to destabilize the slopes. That's for sure.
mhm.
Huge.
They did write,
Huge.
they did prepare a shoreline guideline statement that
Uh-huh.
I printed out, but it's in there.
Okay.
I thought it was rather generic myself.
Yeah, well,
They did put one in there, but I thought it could been cut and pasted from another project. I don't think they really,
because like shoreline treatment, they mentioned that a landscape plan has been created, but that is in this, a landscape plan is part of the site plan package.
Yeah. Mhm.
so
Mhm.
I would suggest having maybe a little smaller structure, because then they're basically asking for 9%. They're asking like for 39% instead of 30, which is the requirement.
Yeah.
And they could have a slightly smaller house,
I
or
don't know, do they have the profiles in this? I don't think I saw profiles for the house in this unless I missed something.
You mean like the elevation thing?
Yeah,
Okay,
elevations.
let me look. Variant.
Well, I think there's a site plan and then there's the variance request.
Yeah.
There's two things, so it's probably, this one has two different numbers.
They do not have
Mhm.
Because he's
anything.
got the CPN 089, which is the one we're looking at, and then
Yeah.
there's 090, which is
The
the
variant.
house. So it's probably in that one.
Let's see. I don't see anything that has
Do we have
pictures of the house.
not even in the one that ends in 090?
Nope.
Oh, well,
They
I
don't.
didn't notice, and I thought maybe I missed something.
No, I didn't see anything like that.
Okay.
But I don't know.
What's the sheet set? What's in there? Sheet set. Oh, that's the site plan.
Yeah. That's what I've got.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe they're still working maybe they're still tweaking some things.
with being the ECB, a lot of times we see things before they're like 100% finalized.
Right.
So, but yeah, I saw the slopes as being a real issue, and I saw coverage as an issue because I mean they got a lot of blacktop back
A
here.
lot of pavement, yeah.
Maybe they could shrink some of that pavement. Shrink the house down a little.
But the big thing is that steep slope area right in the middle of the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a big
That's
one,
a
right, Edith?
big question mark.
We're
Yeah.
wondering about that.
Very much wondering about that.
Yeah.
And that's where I was thinking it triggered that other section of the steep slope code.
Yeah.
That would prevent them from building there. But I would suggest for them to try and rethink this some. And we need clarification from the zoning officers on the steep slope protection.
Yeah.
limits of disturbance, we really need that clarified on their plans.
Mhm.
And I know on their landscaping plan, they had like some shrubs and things in front of the house, and they're only putting in one tree.
Oh,
Given how much large trees they're taking out, I would really hope that they would put at least another large shade tree in. So they've got a red oak, I believe they're putting in,
mm-hmm.
and it would be nice to have a second large shade tree at least. That will help in time, buffer some of the, because it will be noticeable what they're doing.
Oh, yes. Maybe something, a big tree that would grow quickly, like, tulip poplar or something.
They are very
Grow
pretty.
fast.
I love them. I think they're really
Yeah.
attractive trees.
Well, oaks are wonderful, but they are kind of slow growing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And if you're taking out a bunch of trees, it'd be good to have, some that might grow more, reach some good size in
It-
fewer years.
I saw a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of like cottonwoods and stuff around them, which are really tall when they're at their mature age.
Mhm.
And they had some really humongous trees behind them. I mean,
Mhm.
cottonwoods aren't the greatest things to have next to your house, but
No, but
they are big.
and they do have big root systems, so
Correct.
they hold slopes pretty well.
Yeah. So, hopefully, if Karen and Mike, or Karen, if Kristen and Mike get back to me, I will let you guys know what they had to say about
Yeah.
the steep slopes.
Thank you. That's interesting. Oh, well,
Yeah, yeah.
Gary, did you have anything to add?
No, I disagree with what's been said. The house just seems too big in light of the variances requested and the steep slopes that it would be impacting on.
Okay. Yeah, I was concerned because on the other things you can see they're taking out all the trees through here, and I'm like, well, I think this is helping buffer some of the runoff, probably even from this, because this is all asphalt way far back because it's German Brothers there.
yeah,
So I am concerned with all their tree removals.
yeah. No, the trees are holding the slopes together, so.
Correct. Yep. So, okay, doke. Anything else? Righty, let's move on. Righty. You can see I bounced around enough. And then we have Grove Engineering. We have a variance and a site plan for them.
Mhm.
It's the Corsi. I don't think Mike's with us yet, so. Did anybody have any comments on this one?
They're both putting in a house on a vacant lot, right? The Grove on Middle Cheshire.
Yep.
Let me get
There's
this.
a blue stream and
Yep,
Oh, is
Corner of
that
the-
why we are seeing it probably?
Probably.
I was
Yeah.
wondering
Yep.
why we were seeing it.
yeah, there is a
The
stream that
stream.
cuts along the back edge, and
Mhm.
that's what their variance is
Oh,
for.
okay.
And
Okay.
I did look, and this whole area is a shallow emergent marsh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'd suggest if they could leave this some sort of natural cover on this side. I know not everybody is the same mind
Yeah.
as I am, but
This one's right around the corner from me.
I would suggest that they move their concrete washout area. Probably having it over on the marshy side probably isn't like the wisest choice. But yeah, the stream runs. I'll bring up Encore for this.
mhm.
And then it looks like the stream breaks and then it's like goes to like a swampy, marshy area.
Yeah, that's like, well, I'm on Laurel Lane, so there's kind of behind our houses, there's like the deer love it back in there, so
I would imagine.
yeah,
But so,
yeah,
what about the woodchucks?
all those things.
I had trouble with woodchucks this year.
Mhm.
There was terrible trouble with woodchucks this year.
So yeah, they have this
Okay, there's a
stream.
So
stream.
when you go back, like back more to the right, you can see all the like swampier areas and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah, and
lower
there's like
area. See all
Yeah.
that in
bullet
there?
swamp down here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm not really,
Oh, okay, that's a little stream.
yeah, it
Yeah.
seems like it breaks there and then
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what exactly
And
that means.
well, it probably just spreads out in a little wetland, but goes on down
Ah, okay.
through. Yeah. It's passing through.
But yeah, when I turned on the layer for the um ecological communities, this was all the shallow emergent marsh up here.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like they have a vegetative sort of cover for the stream.
Yeah.
And as long as the homeowners kind of keep that vegetative buffer
Mhm.
between where they are and
Yeah, don't disturb that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be fine. Yeah.
they should be fine.
Yeah.
And that would be kind of my suggestion or
Yeah.
maybe a condition and maybe the zoning board can work with them on that, keeping that buffer in between the stream and where they're mowing. That would-
Recommend that they don't spend their lives mowing. No.
that too. I would suggest natural, the
So
lake
the
smart.
driveway
Natural
goes
cover.
into the person into the back, right? Kim, the driveway?
I'm sorry.
The driveway continues into 3719.
It
Yeah.
looks like it's. Oh
So
yeah.
the driveway
does-
comes off
it
the road
does
and he's
continue.
using that in the site plan, because I'm looking at the site plan, I made a little copy.
Mhm.
And then it's continuing, that's how the neighbor gets in, the back neighbor there. That's how he gets to his house.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So
I see. Okay.
that's just continuing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So yeah, I
looks like
think
it's gonna be a ranch home.
Mhm.
if they
right?
keep
Mhm.
their vegetative buffer,
Yeah,
because it runs not directly to the lake, it goes to like a swampy area. And I'm
Mhm.
like, well, I'm not so worried because it's got, some filtration there and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So. Oh, he's got the limit of disturbance.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was looking for on the other one.
yeah, yeah.
That
Mhm.
line
And when they
is,
do colors, it's helpful to have the colors.
oh my
It
goodness,
didn't
yes.
always used to be that way, but they do help.
They help
Yes,
a
they do.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like you couldn't do much with the old blueprints back once upon a time,
Ah,
but the color is helpful.
so I see that they were going to put like all their construction staging back here closer to the stream. I would suggest they, pull that away
Yeah.
from the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
So,
get one of these 4-inch rains in an hour and their construction stuff may float downstream.
Maybe float into the swamp there, huh?
That's
You
what
bet.
I mean, yes.
So,
For their own protection, I would get it a little farther away from the stream, all right.
yeah, yep.
Mhm.
So I didn't have much more than our standard stuff of like
No.
native landscaping and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
um,
Mhm.
Gary, did you have anything?
Oh, nothing else.
So, okie dokie. I like it when people have the sewer and water. It
Yeah.
makes it makes it a lot. They don't have to like dig up as much.
Right.
And let's see. So were people fine with the variance for that one? Just so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
And we did the Mahar one. And now we're to the last one of these. Oh, if you guys ever run into this, where it has like application and fulfillment, and you look down and there's like no files to look
Yes,
at.
that happened to me earlier, and I think I kind of figured it out. I was looking for house plans though,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
this one.
How did you find it? I couldn't find it.
So you got to click on application.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
got moved along, and it's like in an approval state. So it can move to like,
Oh,
so you just have to back up and go to the
Okay.
Yeah.
application.
okay.
Okay.
And that's actually a link, so you can click that and then you'll get to the files here. So
Well, I figured it was withdrawn, so I ignored it. But
that's
No, I
okay.
kind of thought that, and then I'm thinking there's got to be more to this.
okay. Oh well.
Because I would ask Anthony, and he would come to my computer and just push a button, and there would be,
Yeah.
And I don't, that makes me feel so silly.
No,
I
no.
know. I hate having to do that.
Actually, there's been a lot of people that ask that question. It isn't obvious that you have to like click the application and
Uh-huh.
go to a different part. So
Mm.
I just thought I would mention that because I happened to see that there. Let's see.
So this one might be helpful to see Encore,
Encore.
only
Mm.
because there's a guy that the neighbor built a barn really close to the property line. He's got a little storage barn or something there. And he wrote a letter of concern.
Yes, there was a neighbor letter for this one.
It's the guy
and they
that owns the
noted-
barn.
They
Yeah,
noted water year round on
something,
the,
yeah.
and so they were asking for stormwater mitigation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm like,
And this
No.
is another one I'm wondering why we're seeing, but there must be a reason. There's like a hedgerow there.
Mhm.
The
Let's
lot's
see.
very it's odd in shape.
shape. Sometimes we get them when they're like the agricultural
Oh, maybe
districts.
so. Maybe so. But you can see where his
Oh, I
barn
see.
is anyway.
Is it the barn that's back here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And he has concerns with because that's all hedgerow right at the road. That's all like tree and scrubby stuff.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But that'll probably a good amount of that would have to come out, I would think.
Their plans had you could see that
Oh
they
no, they're
were
kind of yeah, some of it will. Yeah, you
Um,
can see the whole
okay.
area of the wooded and he's got all his little scalloped edges indicating the wooded area.
again, I would probably make the same suggestion here because I don't see like the limits of disturbance marked on here. So it would be nice to know what they're actually clearing.
Mhm.
So if they can leave, you know, hedgerows and stuff like that as much as possible. I mean, it does help wildlife and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had not seen this particular engineering company before.
no, I
I
can't
don't
say I
know,
have.
Fabius, New York, where is, I don't even know
Hmm.
where that is. Do you know where
I-
that is?
No.
315 area code.
Mhm.
No, I see
Oh,
there's
Maybe
Newark
Syracuse
down
area,
here.
maybe,
Mhm.
Newark,
Hmm.
stormwater.
Mhm. I see where they have their absorption field,
Yeah.
and it is quite close to the tree line. It's some root infiltration will
Well, I think they're
might
probably
be a
gonna,
problem. Are
they
they
have,
taking out all of those trees next
I
to it? That's going to
I
be a
don't
bunch.
know.
I know,
I
it's,
think
it's
they
kind of
must
like
be
if you
because the
drive by
house is
there,
going
Edith,
over it.
it's like a hedgerow. There's a lot of
Yeah, I know
scrubby
there
trees
is.
in there too.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just looking at, his little scalloped line
Yeah,
goes quite over the
it does.
The
Yeah,
house.
you can
house.
see it
Yeah.
on the Encore picture
Yeah.
too.
Uh-huh.
Um, where that is.
Yeah.
See, that's all.
Yeah, it's
That
all.
little white teardrop thing, that's like a boat parked
Mhm.
there.
Oh,
So
I
then
see.
that's all the
I wondered
tree.
if it was a pond.
No,
Just a boat. I hadn't been to
just a
this one.
boat parked there. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, again, I would suggest they mark their limits of disturbance so we get to see
Yep.
what actually they're clearing on the property.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yep, and
So,
what they're leaving. So
and what they're
that,
leaving.
that would be
I think it makes it
helpful.
clear for everyone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
And I did not see any house plans in this one. Am I correct in that?
I think you are correct. I didn't either.
Well, I
Yeah.
saw septic system
So
plans
not
in it.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
Yep, septic.
I
Mhm.
suspect it's probably like a manufactured home or something from just like there's a box sitting there.
Single family home, yes, I would say, yes. I think it's probably, yeah,
Which is fine. They look
Yeah.
like regular houses. They're just
yeah.
So the
Well, in that
neighbors
one
can,
area, they say brush to be removed, if you see that.
brushed to be
Go
removed.
into the southwest corner of the lot and they'll say, see where it says
Oh,
brush
Oh, yeah, I
to be
see that,
removed?
yeah.
yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
then behind the future garage, there's all those scallopy area and that says
Ah,
brush
okay.
to be removed.
Okay, this is a
But to
bunch,
the
yeah.
north, I don't know, I guess we
Oh, you got it. It
see
says
that.
woods /
Brush,
brush to be
wood brush
removed.
to be removed, yes.
So it
So
sounds like they're clearing the entire
it
Oh,
parcel.
looks
yeah,
like
it
they're
does say
clearing
that.
the parcel.
Woods, yeah, it
Yeah.
does say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like they're clearing everything except they're planning to leave what's on the other property.
Yeah.
I think it looks like they're leaving between,
Yes,
they're
maybe
leaving
just
the brush
right,
right along the north line,
right.
right?
Looks
Yeah.
like they might leave some right along the north
Yeah,
line.
that's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't even see those
Well, there,
little
see,
text
we
signs.
figured it out. See that?
Yes. I know. But it's going to really.
And it does say limits of disturbance.
Oh, it does.
Where is that?
In the southeast area, it says limits of disturbance,
Oh,
40,000
okay.
square feet. See that?
Ah,
Right there you go, right
Okay.
there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
but I don't think there's I mean, I don't know. I don't
Those were
think
just some things we were looking
Yeah.
for, so.
yeah.
Yeah.
what, what was the neighbor concerned about again?
He's got a barn against the property line,
Yeah.
and he's concerned with, well, he wrote a letter and I copied
Oh,
that letter.
I can bring up the letter.
You know, right, Kim?
Stormwater?
I saw the letter, yeah.
Yeah. He's like
Um,
saying it's a low area and he's concerned for his barn
shape, change water,
and
yeah.
water and,
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
but he's down the hill from the
well, it's
property.
kind of low there.
Okay,
Um,
yeah. The channel
Yeah,
running
yeah,
around my
what's this?
property.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Stormwater mitigation, yep,
Yeah, well, that's
So,
reasonable.
mhm.
yeah,
yep, we will let the
that's quite
plan
reasonable.
planning board work with them on that.
Yeah,
Right.
Mhm. Well, considering if it's already wet and they're
Yeah.
planning on removing that much tree cover, that's going to
Mhm.
increase the amount of wet soils because the trees will be transpiring a raft of water,
Mhm.
right now. And if they're,
so Kim, if you go to Encore and you pull up the property summary report,
Mhm.
there's a really good picture of his, you can
Oop,
see his
summary.
barn and that lot at a different angle.
Mhm.
Second.
And that I think would be helpful to us if you can grab that.
Yeah, I have to go back. I goofed.
And then you
Encore's
can see, and then
unforgiving.
you can see the woods there, that on that hedgerow.
Second. Come on. It was incredibly slow for me today.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's that way sometimes. I notice that.
Maybe. So, oh, by the way, I have to be careful. Um, so I uploaded videos, including last month's ECB meeting, and I got basically it bounced back from YouTube saying, oh, there was harassment in it. And I went to the spot and I'm like, no,
What?
it was me talking to, was it the people from DePaul about landscaping? And
Uh-huh.
it was like, you might want to think about something other than boxwood because there's a blight and a moth.
Oh, right.
And they were happy to get the information. So there was nothing hostile about it. And I'm like, okay, I will, I will appeal this. And then they
Yeah.
came back. And later on, I had opened up my email to get to a document, and they complained that there was personally identifying material in that. And so their decision stood. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I have to
Hmm.
be really careful
Yeah.
about what I'm
Yeah.
opening these
So
days.
this is AI reviewing these. I can't imagine somebody sitting somewhere looking at our
I,
videos of our meeting.
I'm sure the first one was. I don't know
What
if the second
was
one was or
AI?
not, but
Yeah, and maybe
I'm
when you
sure the first one was.
ah, yeah,
And yeah, it complained about it.
Good
nice.
grief.
I'm like,
What are you gonna do?
okay. So if I'm gonna like go into email or something, I'm probably going to have to stop the share and like
Yeah.
go like that's why I got rid of the neighbor letter quickly. I'm like, let's get rid of that."
Oh, I see.
Ah,
Yeah.
uh,
But see, that's a really good picture.
oh
it
yeah.
is.
You can see his barn back there, see?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm.
And the lot has such an unusual configuration to
Yeah,
it.
Yes, it does.
it
Not to say
does.
weird. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, see the
Yeah.
boat? That's a little covered boat there.
Sure
Mhm.
enough. Right.
Christmas tree.
Uh-huh.
Well, the Christmas tree is going away.
Oh dear.
Yep.
That's like under their driveway.
Yeah. All of this
Yeah.
is right.
But you get a
Yeah.
good feel for that hedgerow, you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah.
I-
Right.
I would suggest if they can leave as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
And that would be good. Yep.
it's
Mm-hmm.
um, you know,
Yeah,
It provides windbreak, it's interest for them, it's support for animals, so wherever you can leave them.
yes. And it is good for the
The water,
control,
yeah,
control of the water, yeah.
correct.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So,
Which
yeah,
would respond to his neighbor's concerns, yes.
you can kind of see where it looks kind of marshy back there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, anyways, yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
Okay.
Any
Mhm.
other comments on that one?
No,
No.
No.
All right, sweet. Now we have a referral. Basically the open space team had worked with Labella to update 3 maps and then create a fourth, a new map. And then those would all get appended to the appropriate plans. And I can show you the maps. Gary's seen these.
yeah,
Let me see. So final. Oh, get rid of that. Boom. Let's see which one this is. It's loading. Maybe. Wow. Okay.
Well, patience is a virtue, yes.
Yep.
I don't have that much patience. I'm trying this again. If not, oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
So this was the new map.
Mhm.
The old conservation parcels of conservation value or whatever the name of it was, that was heavily weighted towards big parcels.
Uh-huh.
This one's weighted towards more basically NRI features on it. So if it's got a stream or if it's got, you know, like an acre of or more of woodland, and there's basically all these check boxes, and they're actually in this. I can get down there and show you. So these are all of the things that if it had this, it would basically tick a box. If it had this or more, because there was a threshold for it. And the more boxes you got ticked, the darker color you got.
Hmm.
So it's a different, you can use it in combination with the other one that has bigger parcels
Mhm.
weighted heavy, but now you'll see some small spots actually come up as dark blue because they never would have been dark blue on that other map.
Hmm.
So we can kind of see what might be good for preservation. And the idea of the open space team is to mail some of the landowners. And we have a brochure that we came up with. So that's this map. And you'll see that it gives a count of how many boxes it ticked. So probably some of those ones where it's like a wooded stream, gully, go down through the list.
Mhm.
It probably ticked a lot of those boxes. And so this was a new map. We wanted to have something to kind of showcase more of the NRI. So, is there any comments on this map?
So there's also an Excel spreadsheet which lists individual parcels with their relative value, their score, right? Is that?
Yes, let me see if I've got that. Conservation.
Although be careful, they might have protected health information.
Yeah, I might get in trouble.
Something like that.
Maybe this one. Yes, I clicked right. And so you can do searches. It has the address and it has the parcel ID, how big it is, and then, so here's your trout stream or steep
Mm.
slope.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Huh.
So farmland acres. So it has a
Mhm.
bunch of these. And the idea was that, yeah, there's a yes or no
Mhm.
for the different, and then it would tell you like how many acres and stuff like this. Lake views.
Mhm.
Wow, 74 acres of lake view.
Hmm.
That's gonna be an expensive parcel. But anyways, so
Hmm.
we could use this in our reviews if
Okay.
and I can send you any of these files if you're interested. The maps will get appended to the official, so like your open space plan, comp plan, the ag plan, I think are the 3 plans that get touched by this. Is there anything else on this one, Gary, that I didn't remember?
Well,
So, but yeah, that's and then we have this is an updated map. So it has more of the conserved lands on it.
Mhm.
So this was like most of the things that they added were like PDRs. There were some PDR properties up in the north here
Mhm.
that they added. They added the extra parcel that the town had purchased
Purchase
Oh,
there.
yeah.
for
Yeah,
Ononda.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this one was an old map updated.
Mhm.
Any comments?
Mm-mm.
Okey-dokey. Let's- Nope. I think. Oh, that's just agricultural preserved land. No, I think we had a different map, didn't we? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That was the ag one that was updated. So it didn't have like Ononda on it and stuff like this. This one's just ag land. And it
Mhm.
also includes like the farm names.
Mm. Yeah.
So
Oh, that's
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mhm. And the Greenway and so on. Yeah.
so,
Good.
and then this one is the strategic farmland protection area. And so one of the important things that got added to this one was a number of years back, the Ag Committee worked on an ag protection overlay area, which was just described in there was never a map created. So it was bounded by County Road 30, Route 21, I think Risser Road, and then the
And
municipal municipal boundary. And so
Yeah.
it's kind of this tannish area you see in here. So
Yeah.
they actually added it to a map. And what that area is supposed to do is the planning board cannot approve water or sewer in that area. It actually has to be a town board action. And the idea was to try and slow development in that area, which had some of the best farmland in the town.
Right.
Good.
So, but now that area is actually on a map, which makes it a little easier for people.
Much, yes.
So- And those were the maps
Yes.
and the spreadsheet that was behind the new map.
Mhm. Very good.
So, um, actually pretty happy. Sarah was the chair of the open space committee, and so we got those in front of the town board before she officially left.
That's good.
So, anybody wants to join the open space? There's always room there. Any additional comments or questions or concerns about that one?
No.
No,
Alrighty. We will
good to
move,
have.
we will move on. The newsletter comes out next week. I
Mm.
have an article from Gary and one from Mark. Gary's is on generators and backup electrical systems.
Oh, good.
Excellent. Very good.
Excellent
And-
reading.
Good.
Mhm.
If you do say so yourself,
Yeah,
right?
well, you know.
I'm sure.
It's very hot topic now.
It is, yes.
It is. There's a lot of those that have been going in on County Road
Mhm.
16.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Display case. I will say they've been doing a lot of work upstairs in that area, town hall.
I kind of thought maybe it would be good to just wait until things are more settled there.
I don't
I
blame
don't
you.
know that anybody's up there besides people working much, is there?
No,
The public's not going in, so I
correct.
thought hiatus until it's really public access again.
So we will let
Is
you
that
know.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, it just seemed like, a little useless.
Yeah, if no one can get in there
Yeah.
to see
I know.
anything, yeah.
I know, so nobody's going up there doing public business or anything, so
So
forget it till it's open again.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Mhm.
Sounds good to me.
Okay,
And
thank you.
I was talking with Jared about the climate smart community, and he may come to, I'm trying to get him to come to the October meeting because he suggested coming to a
Oh,
meeting
cool.
and talking to us about it, which
Great,
I thought
Mhm.
was a great idea.
yes.
And he was very positive about us moving forward with it. And since there was already a resolution by the town back in 2017 to take the pledge for the climate smart community,
Mhm.
we can basically do all the information collecting and trying to put that stuff together without any additional thing from the town board. So,
Okay.
probably when we get ready to like, have it actually go to Browns, then that would probably be a resolution for the town board, but we can work on that and take
Mhm.
that forward. So, um, I thought that was good news.
Yep.
Yes,
That was
yes,
some
good.
Yep.
good news for us.
Mhm.
I do need a vote to pay the dues for the, I forget the name of it's basically the state organization for boards like ourselves, the environmental conservation boards. It's like a 75.
Lost the sound.
Oh,
Yeah,
she got
she froze.
frozen.
$5 a
There
year
we go.
Okay.
fee. We pay it every year.
Well, then we
Go for
should.
it.
I'll
Right.
second.
Eh,
Right.
Yep,
Third.
Yep,
okay.
perfect. So I
All set,
will
yeah.
I will have them, I'll have Jess, the lady that does the payments, I'll have her send in a check to them. And that's all I have for tonight. It was a long
Hmm.
bunch of applications, so
Can we talk
hopefully-
about one thing real quick?
Oh, absolutely.
Edith and I are on tree team.
Yes.
And we were gonna, Edith, I had mentioned to Kim that tree team needs help.
Yes.
And
one of
perhaps
the-
ECB can help them somehow.
One of the things that we are concerned about, the tree team, is that our recommendations seem to kind of evaporate by the time they get to someone who can implement them.
Hmm.
Would you say
Yeah.
that's a fair summary, Pat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Um,
Yes.
yes, we do tour all of the town properties, the parks, the cemeteries, all kinds of things. Among other concerns, there are trees that need to be taken down because they're dead and are hanging over public property and where kids are playing, and many of them are still standing. We have recommendations about everything from Blue Heron Park to Ononda, and mostly I believe people are glad to receive them, but they don't do much action on them. And we are trying to think of ways to kind of get some motion out of it. We will be touring, I guess, Ononda and Schoolhouse Park and one other that I can't bring to mind right now next week. We have been over the cemeteries pretty much now. We are still concerned about Sand Hill because it is full of tree of heaven, ailanthus trees.
Yeah.
And it was cut back, but they were not poisoned.
Mm,
So the sprouts are thicker than the things that were cut.
yep.
And they will continue to be unless it is treated with herbicide, which is not exactly in the tree committee's purview, but somebody needs to do it because cutting them, it just triggers more growth. So mostly what we're concerned about is how we get a little more interest and action with
Okay.
our recommendations.
Well, one of
You
the
know,
things Sarah was suggesting to me with the open space team was that it become an ECB subcommittee, because it too kind of sometimes was kind of like left out in the weeds.
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so the tree team could also probably, I'd have to look in to see what's required, and it's probably a town board resolution or something.
Mhm.
But the tree team could move under the ECB. It probably wouldn't change it all because there's two ECB members on
Right.
the tree team already.
Yes.
And then you would give a report at ECB, and we could generate an official
Mhm.
memo from the ECB and probably send it to Parks and the town board
I think that
and
would be excellent. Yes.
and make it a more official sort of thing.
Yes, well, I know Dennis gives I do meeting notes every time, and Dennis does give them to the town board, and of course we get them. I'm not sure that, are they posted on the website? I've never looked, as a matter of fact.
Yes,
Are they?
Dennis,
Well, that's
Dennis has
okay.
been giving them to me, and
Okay, good.
I'm getting them online for
Okay.
you guys.
Okay, good. Well, really, if, Pat and I are members of the tree team, but if any of the rest of you would like to come along and see what we do and add your sharp eyes to the, the people who are looking at things, you know, there are opportunities and we would welcome your company, whether you want to really join or not, but,
Alright.
Yeah.
come along.
So it's Parks and Recreation that have been taking care of the trees?
No, it's usually the highway department
Right.
because they have the equipment. And
Yeah.
of course,
Okay.
in the summer, they're very busy fixing roads, and in the winter, they're busy plowing roads. But sometime in between, they need to take down some dead ash trees. And, Parks and Rec has been doing the mowing. And when Andy was doing this, it was, it was really quite good. But there's a lot of territory to cover, things like
Yeah.
the trail, the peanut line and stuff like that, that's overgrown with poison ivy and, it's it's an ongoing process. They would benefit from having somebody, I think, who was active with the highway department to come along and take a look at things. I think that often doesn't seem very urgent, I'm not sure they even, I think Dennis might give them the 3 minutes. I'm not sure.
But what
But,
we could do is we could, out of the ECB, generate official memos and request certain things be done.
that
And
would be good, yes.
there is a new parks director.
Mhm.
Greg Reynolds is his name.
Okay.
Sarah's husband.
Oh, yes. Well, maybe we should invite him along on our next tour then.
He started in I believe April. So
see.
he's
Okay.
relatively new to the town,
Mhm.
and he would be probably a good person to copy in on this stuff because I know
Mhm.
like the mowing on the peanut line, that's done by
Mhm.
parks.
Well, a lot of
Things
what
like that.
we are concerned about really is in the parks. That one of the recommendations last go around was for pheromone traps. Japanese
Mhm.
beetles are consuming some of the trees.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Pheromone traps are cheap and not poisonous to people. They're easy and they're very effective. Uh, and it would preserve these trees that are really suffering from the, you get a skeletonized leaf all over the place and there's no photosynthesis going on.
Mhm. Well,
Oh.
that is something that the ECB could probably assist with budget if if there's a issue to pay for things, although parks should be able to pay for like pheromone traps or something like that.
Well,
It
these
shouldn't,
things cost about what, $7?
yeah,
Yeah.
they're not like really crazy expensive,
No.
Yeah.
but
And one trap will cover 3 or 4 trees in proximity, and that's
I can look into
so easy.
the making the tree team a subcommittee.
Thank you. I
I
think Dennis thinks it already is, but I'm pretty sure it's not.
I'm it wouldn't really change anything.
No, I wouldn't, but it
I
would give us an official footprint, which
yeah,
we really need.
I think bringing it in under the ECB would be a good thing for it. So
I
Yeah.
think so too.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do too.
Yes, thank you. If you will investigate
Yep,
that, I think
I-
that would be
I will do that.
very helpful. Thank you.
Yep, I'll probably look at doing that with the open space as well. Gary and I are both on that one, and
Oh, okay, yeah.
so bringing that under, it will kind of like help it too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think consolidation of efforts, that's a help.
So
Yeah.
very nice.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Yep, definitely. We're all trying to do the same good work.
Yes.
So I sent out a spreadsheet with training. If I missed anybody's training, let me know. I try and catch them all, but invariably there's ones I miss. So there's a bunch of opportunities if you're interested, and it can be any training you like to take. So
Okay.
I guess that's about it.
Mhm.
We're right up against 7. So
Yeah.
did anybody
Okay.
have anything else before we sign off?
I'm good.
I'll try
Sounds
and
good.
see if we could get
Okay.
that in person for October if
Yeah, that'd be
we've got
great.
more
That'd be
people.
great.
There just wasn't
Okay.
enough people this time, so I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
push it down the road.
yeah, very good.
All right.
Okay,
I just need a motion to adjourn then.
So
so
moved.
moved.
Mhm.
All in favor?
I.
Aye.
Thank you so much, everyone.
All right. See you
Go,
all.
Jim.
Yep,
Okay.
have a
Bye.
great one.
Take
Bye.
Yeah,
care
thank
now.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Pat,
Bye,
Monday?
guys.
Yeah, okay. All right, thanks.
Have a good one.
Bye. Mhm.